What's up, guys? It's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com, and in today's Madden 20 tip, I'm going to break down the absolute best running scheme in the entire game. This running scheme is going to beat every run defense out there with ease. Doesn't matter what formation the defense uses. If the defense plays man or zone, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, whatever adjustments they make, we can easily beat them. So in this breakdown, I'm going to go over a couple different formations. I'm going to show you guys a lot of different effective runs and audibles you can use to beat every defense out there. So we're going to look at the weak close flex. We're going to look at I-form close slot. I want to break down how the different runs and audibling between each of them will beat every run defense out there. Now this is going to be used from the Oakland Raiders playbook. A lot of pro players out there run this and they consider it and call it the Oakland Tour. And if you guys have watched the MCS tournaments this year, you would know that every belt has been won by a runner who pretty much has never had to pass the ball all game. So this is how truly effective this scheme really is. So I'm going to break down a few audibles for you guys. Like I said, the main formations we're going to be using are the weak close flex, and that's what we're going to come out in, and we're going to come out and flipped. Then we're going to look at the I close and the I close slot. Now we're going to run this formation flipped, and it's going to be the HB dive is the play we always come out in. This run is the best HB dive in the entire game. You guys will want a right-handed quarterback when running this scheme, because we want our dive handoff animation to be always to the right. If you do have a left-handed quarterback, you would want it to the left, so I'd recommend not flipping it with a left-handed quarterback. But I do prefer right-handed quarterbacks this year when you're going to run the ball heavy. It just makes it easier that way. Now, before I get into the breakdown of all these different plays versus all the run defenses, I do want to remind you guys to please hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button in the corner of the video. Subscribing to our channel definitely helps us out, and make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss out when our videos go live. We upload videos every day, and you're not going to find this kind of content anywhere else. Now, in the meantime, guys, if you want to get better at Madden 20, head over to sportsgamers.com for the best Madden 20 tips and ebooks. Whether you want to get better at offense or defense, we got you guys covered. So I want to start with this HB dive. This is the best HB dive in the game, guys. It does not matter if they play cover 4, cover 2, if they pinch their D-line, press, none of that matters. This is the HB dive of the year. If you want to run HB dive, this is the HB dive for you. It is very difficult to stop you from getting less than 4 to 5 yards. And, like I said, pinch the D-line, press, don't pinch the D-line. It doesn't really matter. This run gets superb blocking. That was cover 4 the last 2 plays, by the way. And, cover 2, it's not going to make a difference either. As you guys can see here, the blocking is tremendous. We're going to be easily able to pick up 4 to 5, if not more, pretty much every time. Switching on over to cover 3, you guys are going to see the same thing. The blocking's really good. Even with my bad running stick, I still get about 5 yards. 5 yards a pop, there's no way that I can be stopped because I'll have a first down in 2-3 plays at the most, and popping off bigger runs, it's really, really annoying. This is one of the few HB dives in the game that can even beat the man-to-man defenses. However, once you force them out of zone, which you should force them out of zone with that run play, even pinch dog 2 press and normally is really good against dives. This dive actually seems to work pretty well against pinch dog 2 press, even as you guys are going to see here. Normally it doesn't. Dives don't. But this dive is just different, guys. I don't know what it is about the blocking on this dive, but it is just absurd compared to the other dives in this game. It's such good blocking, as you guys can see there. Easy yardage. So at a certain point, the defense is going to stop playing zone because of this run play alone, and they're going to switch up to man-to-man Ds. Now, once you get them in man-to-man Ds, that's when the audibling game comes in. So the first one that you see a lot is this 3-5 wide. And honestly, you can still pick up yardage running this dive against these types of defenses. It's just easier to run stretch, to be quite honest. So when I see that they're in this type of defense, I immediately 3-5 wide. I'm going to start audibling around the stretches. I close HP stretch is a good one I like. When you audible from this dive to the stretch, it's a very quick audible, and it will mess the defense up. As you guys can see there, I can snap it in motion, and that safety normally in the spy gets blocked, and I have free yardage around that corner. So, that makes it really easy right off the bat, as you guys can see here. If you take a look at the replay, I mean, I had that corner super easy. I didn't really have to do much, as you guys can see. You know, they're attacking down. I get that edge with that block by the fullback, and now, you know, I have the corner, and I have plenty of room to work with at this point. So, you know, that's always going to be something I'm looking for right there, to be able to get that corner, get that safety blocked. Now, you know, that's not the only stretch that's effective to audible to against this defense. Another one I really like is eye close slot. Now, eye close slot is a little bit different. You know, we actually want to motion this inside receiver over from the right side of the screen to the left, and snap the ball right when he passes that tight end. And you should get the good blocking I just saw there to easily, you know, get a nice little running lane. So that's pretty much what you want to look at when you see this 3-5 wide defense. Like I said, you still can run dive, and, you know, it is pretty effective. Actually, this dive is the reason why a lot of people have stopped spreading out their D-line, as you guys can see there. A lot of people have stopped spreading out their D-line because of how good this dive is. Normally, the dive gets you, like, with the safeties and spies, basically a yard or nothing. But as you saw there, I was able to get a nice 5 yards pretty easily on that dive against this defense that normally just kills dive. So this, I tell you guys, this is the best dive in the game. But not only that, coming out in this formation and then audibling to the other I forms is what really makes this tough, because now we're starting to glitch out all the defenses, you know, as far as being able to slow us down. So now let's look at edge blitz, the 3-4 odd. So again, something I like to do a lot against this edge blitz look is go ahead and audible to the eye close slot. Now, you know, one of the adjustments that I like to use against edge blitz from the eye close slot, something I've done a lot this year, is to motion this fullback to the tight end side. So the tight end's on the left, motion to the left and snap the ball after he takes a step or two, and you guys are going to see it completely messes up the alignment of the defense. If you guys take a look at that replay, you'll notice that once I sent that guy in motion, everyone on the defense started jumping around, going crazy, moving all over the place. And that is key, because the reason why this run defense is so good is it's super hard to run to the side where the safety's in the box, but you guys can see, when you motion the fullback out and snap it right when he's about here behind the tight end tackle area, the defenders, they just start running around. And this pretty much screws up the gap integrity and is going to allow me to get to the outside really, really easy, just like that. So if you guys take a look at this again, just so you guys can see, like, this is going to work pretty much every single time. You know, they do this, you guys are going to know that this is real. So again, all I'm doing is audible into the eye close slot HB stretch against edge blitz, and then motion the fullback to the tight end side, snap it right about there, and again, you guys can see that it screws up the alignment. And again, now I'm just basically one-on-one with that safety, make a miss, I have a touchdown. Now, you know, that is something that is extremely, extremely consistent, guys. And the great thing about this is this HB dive actually even beats edge blitz too. Like I told you guys, this HB dive is not your average HB dive. It even beats the meta man-to-man stuff that normally cooks the HB dive. You guys are going to see, look, it gets super good blocking. It is the best blocking HB dive I've seen on this year's game. You guys can see there, edge blitz, stud, no chance. Now, another one of the defenses that guys like to use a lot, Storm Brave. Storm Brave, I feel like, was the best, or one of the best runnies at the beginning of the year. I feel like now it's just not as good, but people still use it. People like to use, out of the 3-4 odd, is this Storm Brave. So Storm Brave, you know, has that linebacker coming up in the box. It does a pretty good job against penetration, but this HB dive, it's going to get good blocking on it too, as you guys can see here. You know, Storm Brave is not going to be able to slow down this dive. So you literally see that we have a dive play that's going to literally make it so that you cannot even run the normal defenses that stop dive, because this dive beats pretty much all of them. It is, like I said, this is the best HB dive in the game, and it's not even close. And then the same thing here as far as Storm Brave goes. And they want to start, you know, setting up to stop the stretch. Well, it doesn't stop this stretch. Like, again, we can do the same exact thing we did out of the eye close slot against edge blitz. Just motion this guy to the tight end side, and it's going to move the defenders around, and, you know, they get no penetration, and I'm just on that edge, ready to cause havoc. Bam. And again, this is very, very, very easy way to attack it. Now, I want to show you guys how this would look if they're playing the pinch dog 2 press and you want to run stretch against that. So like I told you, this dive will beat the pinch dog 2 press very easily. I've already shown that. But aside from that, you know, you can run stretches against this look too. So basically the whole thing about this defense is you want to kind of like go away from where the user is, you know, because they're going to take one of the linebackers and come up in the gap. This is, you know, designed to get penetration against the dive, but then also they kind of shoot around with their user to stop stretch. But if you audible from this play, the dive to the eye close HB stretch, and, you know, just go ahead and quick snap them, they're going to be in big trouble because as you guys can see here, a few things happen. First of all, their user is now on the right and will running towards the left. So they're going to have issue stopping the stretch themselves with their user, which is what they're kind of relying on. But then the other thing is, if you guys take a look at this blocking, the fullback, he's actually going to come get that corner that's, you know, shooting in on the flat. And normally the receiver is going to get that safety. And then now we basically have the tackle and the tight end that are kind of just free to block whoever they need to. We are able to sneak through that hole pretty easily. And, you know, now again, we're off to the races. So they're going to have big problems stopping us here. I mean, again, they can't even really slow down the HB dive with this setup that normally does slow down HB dive. It just doesn't really slow this HB dive down. Look, you guys can see here, that was a lot of yardage. So this scheme makes it so simple because of how good the HB dive is. The HB dive is going to be basically unstoppable from any zone defense. I don't really care. You're not going to stop this from the 3-4 bear either. You know, the 3-4 bear that a lot of people like to run. It does not stop this HB dive at all. You know, I've played plenty of people that love to run 3-4 bear. Look at his 3-4 bear. It's also pretty popular against the run. But it really does same thing. It doesn't do a consistent job against the dive. You see there we get about 4 yards. You know, it slows the dive down a little bit more, I will say, than some other Ds just because more people are in the box. But still, it's hard to get less than 4 to 5 yards on this dive consistently. But again, the same problem with this bear is just the audible game. So I see you in this bear. I already see that you have those these two guys right here on the right side of the screen, Gruger Hill and Edwards, right? And then you're controlling the safety. I already know that if I audible to my eye close stretch and quick snap you, I'm going to have the advantage over there. And I should get good yards, as you guys can see here. Just snap it while that receiver's in motion. And as you guys can see here, everyone is picked up. And I have just a ton of room to the outside. And you guys can see I can do that one more time for you. This is going to be very consistent as far as picking this up, as far as getting the edge. So again, we're in weak close flex. We're going to audible to that eye close. And the stretch is going to destroy this, guys. Again, the key is to snap this while that receiver is still in motion. As you can see here, the blocking is extremely good. So at the end of the day, when you guys know how to attack every run defense out there with these audibles and, you know, some slight motions here and there, it is truly, on this year's game, as has been proven in the MCS, almost impossible to stop the runs against a good runner. I don't even have that good of run stick, but I've been successful running the ball all year, just knowing how to audible and attack different run defenses with different plays. So I hope this video helped you guys out. And if you guys want to see some actual pass plays from this run scheme, give me 400 likes in the first 24 hours this video is out, and we will drop some money pass plays that you can mix in from these formations as well to really give the defense problems. So hope you guys enjoyed the tips. It's Duke. Until next time, I'm out of here.